Hi, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm gonna give you 4 tips on how to read a book a week. We who love reading, we wanna read as many books as possible, and I see a lot of people like trying to read a book a week and making videos about their journeys and their what they've learned when reading a book a week. I didn't try that yet. I mean, I've been reading a book a week for a long time. Now I've stopped with that. That was like a year ago, but now I'm reading like just in some normal schedule with some other goals in order to keep the habit of reading. But that's some other topic. I'm gonna give you now 4 tips on how to read a book a week, and hopefully you can find some of these tips practical and useful for you, and hopefully they're gonna help you in achieving your goal. So let's start right away. First, what I would suggest you before starting with these tips is to watch a video how to read more books. There I have given as well some tips on how to read more books, to read more volume, and some of those practices as well are gonna be definitely useful for you. So after watching this video, you can get there and watch that video as well. So now first tip for reading a book a week is to make a specific time in a day for reading. So in your day, choose when it's better for you to read, whether it's morning or evening or before the bed or afternoon. Just choose time of the day for yourself and make it specific time in a day. And when that time of the day comes, you have to read, and you just have to set a goal for yourself to read in that period of the day. So whether it's half an hour or hour and a half, you just choose for yourself. Maybe like half an hour is like optimal, but if you wanna read, if you can read for longer than that, perfect. Just choose specific starting time for yourself. So for example, I don't know, 8 a.m. or 3 p.m., whatever, choose for yourself and then start reading at that specific time, and that's how you're gonna get consistent. And when you read every day, you're gonna be able to read a book a week, because if you read 5 days a week, it's gonna be much harder to read a book a week than if you read 7 days a week. So choose specific time in a day when you're gonna start your reading session. Of course, it is connected to the second tip, and the second tip says that you read when it's the best for you to read in a day. So if you can't read early in the morning, if you really can't wake up earlier and read in the morning, then find time in the afternoon or in the evening before you go to bed. Then find time for yourself to read. So just find what is the best time for you to read, and then when that time arrives, you just have to put everything else aside and start reading, and be actually disciplined with this, because if you don't like reading, it's maybe not gonna be that easy for you. But if you like reading, it's not gonna be a problem, I believe. But choose find time in the day when you're the most productive with reading, and when it feels the best for you to read, and then read in that time, and that's how you're gonna have the best results with reading. Third tip for reading a book a week is to read in multiple sessions, multiple times a day, for like 15 minutes. So read in multiple smaller sessions a day. For example, it can be 15 minutes or 20 minutes or even 10 minutes, but for multiple times in a day. So for example, you read at just right after you wake up for 10-15 minutes, then you read after lunch, then you read at like 4 p.m. and you read before you go to bed. So 4 or 5 sessions a day of 10-15 minutes is gonna make a huge impact, and you're gonna be able to really read a lot of books. For me, I find that really useful because I try to read at least 2 or 3 sessions in a day, and it really works in a great way. It really helps you to read a lot of books, a lot more books than you would read if you read only one session of half an hour. So definitely try this tip out. This is for me the most useful tip, and I use that every day. So I hope this is gonna work out for you as well. And then fourth tip is to read shorter books. Of course, if your main goal is to just read a book a week, then you're maybe gonna have to start reading shorter books in order to be able to complete that book in a week, because it's much easier to read 100 pages book in a week than 500 pages book in a week. But as I said, you have to really decide, is that your main goal, to read just a book a week, or is it to read the books that are really important for you right now, useful, that you really want to read right now and that you actually need right now, or you just want to read a book a week. Of course, there are gonna be some books that you're gonna be able to finish in a week, but for me, I focus more on actually reading really interesting books for me, and the books I really want to read and I find useful. So whether it takes even a month to read, I'm just keeping on with reading. But of course, if you want to read a book in a week, then you just have to find some actually goals for yourself and find the best ratio of reading shorter books and the books you want to actually read. If those books that you want to read are shorter, then you have like perfect combination. But just find what is the best for you, and I hope some of these tips are gonna help you out in reading a book a week. And definitely write down in a comment if you're succeeding in reading a book a week, and for how many weeks are you being able to do that. So I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.